easier when you start teaching the kids like you're teaching them. And we're thankful for that. We did mention North-South. This Monday, I'll be attending a meeting. Coach Dooley's going to go for the first time. I think he just wants to go see what it's really like. And if you've been following the news and you know anything about the Mill River Woodstock State Championship game, and a few other things that have gone on, like QPR right near the end of the season. Anyways, all of that will be discussed Monday evening at Harvard High School with all football coaches in the state in attendance. Coach Dooley's in for a real treat. That's fun. Also that evening, though, it's not MVL, it's All-State. And by All-State, I mean from Burlington to Brattleboro. We pick our Division 1, 2, and 3 All-State football teams. And that's another interesting one because it will be all of the Division 2 coaches sitting in one room, sitting around a table, staring at each other, picking an All-State team. And it is a little bit different in that regard because you can actually go to battle for your kid. We actually allow you to discuss your kid, but you don't get to vote for your kid. But we at least get to get their names out there and try to get them to recall who they are. So we will have some people on that Division 2 All-State team. I just don't know who as of yet. I have just a couple more things to do. One is I would like to speak about each of our seniors. But before I do that, we here at Bellows Falls Union High School in the football program give out 3 awards each year. One is the Hugh Perkins Outstanding Senior Lineman Award. Hugh was line coach here at Bellows Falls for many years. Unfortunately passed away just in the last year. Many of you who probably didn't know him, he's the guy that used to drive his white car right down in the middle of the practice field, take out his lawn chair and watch practice. And I said, we have to let him do that because that's what he's going to do. And he would meet me at the door every year and say, my hat's old, I need a new hat. But he loved football. He loved football. And so to honor him, we've had the Outstanding Senior Lineman Award. To give that out would be Coach Evie. I will explain why he's not here when I get to that. Then we have the Fran Coyne Outstanding Practice Player Award. And that's going to be described by Coach Dooley, is that? No, Coach Bennett. And Coach Coyne, again, coached here for many years, was a certainly well-loved teacher and coach. So that award honors him. And the third award, which we started several years ago, is the Biz Bisbee Enthusiasm and Love for the Game Award, which I will also mention. To start this off, I would like to just make mention of a couple of stats, not individual stats, actually a couple of individual stats, but mostly team stats. In 10 games, this football team scored 327 points. That came out to an average of 32.7 points per game. In 10 games, they gave up 145 points, an average of 14.5 per game. The only thorn in our side was Rice. And we're planning on doing something about that next year. I'm not going to go over and over stats. I am just going to say the leading tackler on the defense of this season with a total of 81 tackles was Kyle Record. Our backfield rushed for about 2,200 yards. It was close, but in the end, Carson Fulham got by Kyle O'Rourke. Fulham rushed for 619 yards. Kyle finished with 601. We also have what we give out each week, usually on Wednesday, the Purple Gang Player of the Week. We put the year on it. Guys like Mr. Fulham back there can remember in Coach Bisbee's day, he had the star chart. And I got really frustrated doing the star chart. So we started doing a weekly award. We only make enough shirts up so that not everybody's going to get one. And I don't mind telling any and all of you, I am not a big fan of everybody gets a ribbon and everybody gets a trophy. I've never been a fan of that. I've always been a fan of you work hard, you earn what you get. And sometimes you don't get it. And I think we do our kids a lot of times a great disservice when they get a trophy for breathing. I just don't think it's the right way. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. So when a guy gets something here, they know that they've done something to get it. This last Player of the Week, this guy gave every bit of everything he had in that last football game. And it was very emotional for him. And he was busting his butt because he and I had talked the week before. And I personally believe that he was very much slighted from not making the North-South team. I believe they made a poor decision in not taking him. But it's a part of life. And we discussed that. I said, unfortunately, the coaching staff that's going to coach that team has the final say. I believe Kyle O'Rourke should be playing in the North-South. Get ready. This is Coach Empey's remarks, so you linemen should be nervous. He starts with, I apologize to all for being unable to attend, but given my current job situation, of which I have done, I cannot really get out of this trip that I am on. He's in Wisconsin. Thanks to all the parents for letting us have the opportunity to work with your young men. It requires a lot of sacrifice, especially for the unsung players on the line. It takes a special breed to fight it out in the trenches day in and day out. I'd like to personally thank Zach Tarvett and Henry Empey, two former linemen that have played here for us, who assisted me this year in the Towers. The future of this team is really bright. It is truly amazing to have a team where not only did you graduate 16 seniors, but 4 of your 6 interior linemen. You are not supposed to make the playoffs in those situations. Next year, we will be returning 4 interior offensive linemen and 3 defensive linemen. Coach Empey says that should make his life a lot easier. So, to our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I say to you once again, he's reiterating what I give me 45 minutes 3 times a week in the weight room, and we will have something special. As to the Lineman of the Year award, I want to thank Joe White and Nate Milliken for coming out this year. I wish I had had the opportunity to work with you for a full 3 years. We really could have taken you to a higher level. But you both gave your all, especially in practice. And that, as you know, is where games are won and lost. To Shane Brown, you are something else. I know there's a lot more that goes with that, Shane Brown. You are something else. And I will miss having you at practice to challenge me. You stuck it out for the whole 4 years, and that is persistence personified. So that leaves one guy that I award this Outstanding Senior Lineman of the Year award to, Matt Conkey. I kind of like this guy too. Yeah. Matt is a rather reserved football player. He does not do a lot of yelling and screaming, but he has a quiet strength and toughness. Few people are probably aware that he played most of last year and all of this year with a very painful, nagging knee injury, but he kept coming back and putting in the work to help make our line go. I will miss both his unique sense of humor and, most of all, his wardrobe. He is definitely the most stylish off-field player I have ever worked with, and a funny guy. Congratulations to Matt. The next one will be the Frank Coyne Award, and I will give the podium to Mr. Coach Bennett.
This award will go to a player that performed on the field and in practice, and he was always in the weight room on time, on the practice field, usually ahead of the other kids. He went to the JV games, and then he went right back into practicing the following day, just as hard as he did when he played the JV games. He made sure that he prepared varsity for the games, and he also had a very positive attitude. I felt that he was a really good leader for our team, and he inspired our team as well. And the award goes to Chris Armstrong.
The Biz Bisbee Enthusiasm and Love for the Game Award. I believe we made a good choice. This guy, when he's on the football field, is always bubbling with energy. Whether it's in practice or in games. I don't know what he weighs right at the moment, but it's not much. He ended up playing two tough spots on the football field for us. An outside linebacker and some fullback. He's not here tonight because of his injury, but I think his classmates will agree he was a very positive influence on the football field. Ian McKean. Now, the last but not least, to our seniors. See if I got them all here right now. Number 52, Joe White. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts to come out for senior year. Especially when you already had an injury when you arrived. Joe, you never really got a chance to see what you could do. But you showed up. You found out what it's like to have to support a team even though you're not able to get on the field. Just like Coach Effie said, we wish we could have had you for a few years other than one short one. Joe White. Number 55, Shane Brown. Number 75, Nate Milligan. Number 40, Kendrick Mills. Kendrick Mills. Number 3, David Dunbar. David's not a 4-year player here, not by his own fault. When David arrived here, he became a football player. David's been with the program for 2 years, only won as a varsity starter. He had a pretty good person in front of him a year ago. David is probably one of the most talented, raw talent football players that I've seen in a long time. We went to the Norwich football camp this summer. We go each summer, and hopefully we'll have everybody there this summer. It's a free camp. We have to pay nothing. And you get some good attention from the Norwich football coaching staff. It wasn't just one of the staff members, it was the head coach from Norwich. After watching drills for 2 days, they came to me and said, "You guys run the power I." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't throw much." No? He goes, "I think that Dunbar kid can help me this year." David Dunbar, if he wants to commit himself, and it means academically as well as athletically, can find himself playing college football somewhere. It's not going to be easy, David, but you have the talent to do it. Good luck. Number 13, Jordan Roberts. I believe he's off playing hockey right now. Jordan came to us when I first met him.